Hey Internet, Reclaimer here with 2XP Gaming. We're going to be doing a really brief review, in 5 minutes review of Valiant Hearts, The Great War. This was an arcade-style puzzle game that recently released from Ubisoft. It's done on the UbiArt engine, and I'm going to say for $15, this is a very, very good value. The game centers around the Great War, World War I, and you play a multitude of characters, including a French soldier, a German soldier, an American French soldier, and a Belgian nurse, and then you also get control of this dog. And basically you're solving puzzles, and you're learning about these characters, and you're learning about the war, and going through these stories. And it is $15. It's available on PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, and PS3. It is, like I said earlier, it is really worth the $15. I'm going to be running through a little gameplay while I talk here. This is the first mission where Emil is, I guess, called up to the army. It just gets you acclimated with the game. The control scheme I found pretty darn easy. The art I found really awesome. It's cartoonish, it's comic book style, but it really does give you a this, I don't know, light-hearted feel to it, even though you deal with some pretty depressing topics. You get to read facts about the war, which are pretty darn interesting, along with pick up collectibles, which there are over 100 collectibles in the game. And if you collect all the collectibles, you get like 200 gamer score. I've actually maxed out the achievements on this game. I'm 100% for achievements. Go me. But, you know, it lets you read through these diaries, letters, things like that. So it's a very informative puzzle game. If you are a history buff, if you like puzzle games, even if you don't necessarily like puzzle games, I think you can't really go wrong with $15, especially if you're an Xbox or PlayStation person, or even, you know, PC person. You can get the Steam achievements as well. So you really get a lot of things that you can do with this. I'd say the game itself took me roughly 4 hours, about an hour per chapter to go through. And I think that was well worth my time. And the ending, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but the ending is just, to me, depressing as hell. I wanted to jump off a bridge at the end of the game, so I did not enjoy that ending. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a good ending for the game, but it was rather depressing. So just a warning there. So you go through, you solve a lot of puzzles and things like that. You can see here that you get control of the dog, and you need to use this dog to kind of help solve your puzzles. And one thing I did find was some of these puzzles were kind of tedious. You had to go and you had to get sent down, and then you had to go and you know, push this cart over, and then you had to go back up, and, you know, or have to send the cart back up, and then you got to bring it back. It just, there were some repetitive puzzles where it kind of felt tedious, where I was like, I don't. Come on, really? Can I move forward? But I guess that's part of a puzzle game. You got to solve the puzzle, and that puzzle takes work. So I'd say, you know, for me, not being a puzzle game player, it was a little bit of an annoyance, I guess, but it didn't really detract from the overall experience. In terms of the audio, I think that this game has an amazing soundtrack. It has a lot of great things to lighten the mood and things to really darken the mood and kind of give you the whole somber feel to it. So I big thumbs up on the soundtrack for this game. It's just absolutely excellent, especially if you're into game soundtracks. You get to interact with different players as well, so you may play, you know, Emil and Freddy at one point, or Carl and Anna, and you'll have the dog with you too, so you can have a lot of different interactions throughout the game. Just something to keep in mind. There is no multiplayer. The only option that you can change, other than playing through the single-player campaign, is turning on veteran mode, which turns off the hint system. So, I mean, I could play through it again on veteran mode and I'd be fine. Other than that, there's not really much. Also, but based off the ending, you have to watch through the credits, but based off the ending, it does look like there might be a sequel involved. Maybe it's going to be about World War I still. Maybe they're going to go into World War II. I'm kind of hoping for a sequel. I think that this was a very well-made game. So that being said, you know, definitely for $15, Valiant Hearts: The Great War is worth your time. It is worth your money. So I really hope you enjoyed this brief overview and some of the gameplay that we had here. Until next time, this is Reclaimer with 2XP Gaming signing off.